Good morning. I am coming to you this morning from it's a beautiful day, a little bit windy, but of course it's always windy in Chicago, right? So yeah, I'm coming here from Chicago. I came up for a dinner and an informational thing last night, and yeah, I'm up here with my daughter. Came up here for an informational thing, user group thing with the industry that I'm in, the IBMI. Listened to a good speaker last night, had a good dinner at a country club, and worked really late last night. I worked till about 2:30, 3 o'clock my time, Eastern time, and then got up about 7:30, 8:30 my time. Had a conference call with an affiliate, somebody I hired. You can probably hear that wind in my phone, I'm sure. But with a client, or not a client, a company I hired to work on this credit card app to kind of find out, make sure, kind of put their feet to the fire to make sure they really know what they say they know. And I felt really good after the conversation. They have developed this app on some really old OS system, operating systems for the EI, and yeah, I believe they do know, because I'm paying them premium rate too. So I think that's going to work out. I gotta get off here shortly. Go back up and do screen sharing so we can figure out some problems that we're having, some issues. As you can see behind me, I am at the Westin here in Oak Brook, I think. Just a little west of Chicago, downtown. And they have the famous Harry's restaurant here, along with Holy Mackerel seafood restaurant. Yeah, we got here, and my daughter, she said, "Can I order from downstairs?" It's like, "Yeah, you just order what you want. I gotta go." So she orders. She said that she wanted a water with it. They bring it up to the room right before I was getting ready to leave, and I go to sign the bill, and it was $63 for a seafood salad, shrimp and crab, and they give her this big glass bottle of water. I'm sure we paid 10 or 15 bucks for that. So anyway, she did that, rented a movie and watched it. But yeah, kind of the title of this video is, when do you know, we're a small company. We are a two-person company, basically, me and my dad. We have a crap ton of work right now. So when do you, as a small business, start to bring on more employees to make more money and get more things done? Or do you stay small? You stay small and just turn away some projects, or just push them off out further. And we've had in our company, this is a little bit before me, but Dad's had up to 9 programmers back in the early 90s. 9 programmers at one time. And that was back in the heyday. That was back when, back before PCs, and back before PC servers, and when the PC servers came out and they were crap. The IBMI was the only thing besides mainframes that you had to work on. And so these companies built their software and their businesses back in the late 80s, early 90s, and then some of them didn't grow to be big corporate companies. They're still smaller companies. And so we still take care of them because they built their software how they want it, tailored exactly to their business. And that is kind of our niche. That's kind of our niche. So when do you do that? When do you hire? And I did kind of subcontract hired a guy to help take care of some of the smaller PC work. And we got a small project for him coming up probably next weekend, see how he does on that. And yeah, you know, you hire the ones who want to work for a company, pay them a smaller rate of what you charge the customer, and they produce for you probably 75% of what you're billing. And that's what I was kind of talking, because we hired a company that basically does the same thing we do. They're building this API for us, and we're paying them a good premium. And so the developer I was working with, you know, there's a fine line when you're an employee for a company like that. There's a fine line you have to walk, you know, to stay in good terms with the customer and stay in good terms with your employer. And so that's kind of difficult for the developer to do that, I think. When I'm doing it, I usually eat a lot of time when I'm trying to do stuff that I don't really know. So anyway, so yeah, and the answer to that question, I don't really know. You know, you start adding more employees, and you got to make sure you still got the work for them. Unless I think the best model to do is to find them freelancers or some that are trying to get started, you know, just out of school, that you can still pay them a smaller rate and still charge your client your normal hourly rate. Because if you hire a freelance that is going to want, you know, a premium rate, you're really not going to make any money. You're just going to get projects done, which, you know, you can do that too. It builds good client relationship, but as a business model, if you're wanting to actually make money, make profit, you can't really do that. And to bring them on staff, to give them a salary, you got to make sure you got the work, because we did that for a long time. We had a couple programmers that were with us for 15 years or more, and we had a point there for probably a couple years we didn't have much work, and we kept building and borrowing to pay them their paycheck every week. And by the time we cut them off, we were close to $100,000 in debt. And I mean, thank the Lord, we finally dug our way out of that, just being dad, and now it's time to start building again, I think. So I'm not going to be on here much longer. Probably going to be like a 10-minute video, because like I said, I've got another call here in about 5 minutes. So, but I wanted to keep doing these videos. I noticed that I've pretty much been wearing the same thing these last several videos, and that's because, for one, I have two of these sweatshirts, these Indian Creek football sweatshirts that I got from a cousin of mine, and I usually wear them when I go walking in the morning. I didn't go walking with Dad, of course, this morning, but I did walk a little bit. Got up late, woke up by a text from a customer saying a printer won't work. And I said, sorry, I work late. Did you reboot it? She texted me back, oh yeah, she just restarted it, it's working. All right. I said, sorry for waking you up. No problem, I need to get up anyway. So anyway, I'm going to work for a couple hours here. We don't have to check out till noon. And then Shelby wants me to take her down to Navy Pier down in Chicago. So we're going to do that for a while, and then make the 4-hour trek back home. And then I got to get going on some projects I'm behind on. So, but it was a good morning, good conference call this morning. you know, they did convey to me that it actually raised some eyebrows at IBM that we're using open source Python, OpenSSL on these operating systems that are about 10 years old. And they're like, they didn't know we could do that on such old equipment, old software. And so, yeah, I may open some doors to some bigger things down the road, I think. So, anyway, get off here. So, but as you go through your day today, just keep on keeping on.